Hot Wax from Dewey Beer Co. So this has Galaxy hops as well as Vic's Secret hops. 8.5%. Good shit. Yeah. Never drank anything from this company before. They're out of Delaware. Good shit. I'm pretty damn familiar with Galaxy and Vic's Secret. And a lot of fruity, a lot of citrus. Real good shit. Alright, what are we using today? We're using some Oleo Soapworks Don Louise. So, this made my spring, my 5 soaps for spring. And I will be working through them before the spring is over. And I love this scent. I love Oleo Soapworks Duck Fat Base. Even though I hear she's reformulating or working on it. A beef tallow base. But I love the Duck Fat Base. It's become a staple in my den. I have a lot of Oleo soaps. I love Oleo soaps. Probably one of my favorite artisans. And this one here is a salty aquatic with some bright citrus, a little bit of like seaweed stuff going on. And it's just nice, man. In all reality, this could probably be enjoyed year-round. But it's perfect for spring and summer, warmer weather, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Alright. That's what we'll be using today. Got some loaded up in the Lancaster bowl. Gonna be doing another straight razor shave with my vintage Kukri. And I'm gonna finish off with a sample of PAA's Organism 46b. Which is a nice scent. And we're going to be using some more distilled water with my Lancaster brush. Let me go ahead and wring that out so we're not wasting that precious distilled water. Lancaster. I love the knot on this bad boy. I love the handle shape and the fluting on the base. Just so cool. So cool. And the knot is just, I love it. It's luxury. Straight up luxury. So let's get going here. Let's get to lathering. Had some in my eye. So I have been absolutely enjoying my new work shift. Just the hours. I wake up refreshed. I leave work and I still have energy. It's just normal. You know what I mean? It just feels right, and I think it's gonna do wonders. Like just for my health, really. All right, let's add a little bit of water. It's getting kind of pasty. One thing I've noticed about this distilled water versus my normal water, I don't think I'm getting away with less water additions. Like, I'm still having to add the same amount of water. I'm using the same amount of soap that I did with my normal tap water, and I'm still using about the same water additions as I would with my normal water. So I don't think much has changed there out of these handful of shaves that I've made. That's where we're at now. We're gonna add some more water. I like to just put it on camera because a lot of times people like to be smartasses and they'll say you're not doing something that you are doing. So I just like to put it up to the camera screen so that they can't say like, oh, you weren't adding water. Like this is some sort of big fucking conspiracy or something. You know what I mean? Or like when they harass like Chris Bailey about, oh, you don't have any growth on your face. Like, why the hell would I be shaving? Or why would he be shaving you know, with no growth on his face. It's just nonsense, you know what I mean? People act like we're getting on camera and doing these shaves to create some big sort of hoax, you know? We're lying to you. Alright, so here's where we're at. And that is good enough to get started. So I'm going to set my water to the side. And I actually don't got any water in the bowl, so sorry about this. This, of course, that I'm putting on my face is not distilled water, but it's just going to be a thin layer of moisture. Alright. We'll get started. Oleo Soapworks has always worked well for me from the very get-go. She hasn't reformulated in a while. I think she's let this base rock for a couple years. No reason to reformulate, really. I think it's a fantastic base. But reformulation drives sales, so that's why a lot of artisans do it over and over. There's something about new branding, having a new base, a new product, hype builds, and you move units. You know what I mean? Even though a lot of these artisans are friendly, it is a somewhat competitive market. A lot of people in the market buy from multiple brands, so that's a good thing for these artisans, but make no mistake, you know, they're all fighting for the same dollar, and it is kind of nice to have something new and catchy to captivate people's attention for a little while and bring sales your direction. All right. I think we got plenty to get started there. Let's just take a quick drink. Scent strength is probably 5, 6 out of 10. Real nice. All right. Here we go. I was watching CDB do his fancy pants shave. That thumbnail, dude, with him in the all-gold jumpsuit that Peter Charcalis did up a while back. Hilarious. I'm calling him Chris Goldmember Bailey now because it kind of looks like Austin Powers, the Goldmember movie. Alright. I honestly don't even know what I would use. I think I would have to piece together a fancy pants shave. I have a lot of Artisan products, but I wouldn't say anything is super expensive, you know what I mean? I know I should be doing that with my other hand, but I am kind of, you know, I need to do it with my other hand. I was trying to experiment to see, because I'm so comfortable with my right hand. You know what I mean? Oh, it looks like I tagged myself. I thought I felt something. I know I need to be doing it with my other hand. Holding it like that, creating that weird angle, it's not doing me any favors. I'm just more comfortable with my right hand, you know what I mean? Alright. Alright, we're moving right along. I hate, you know, I hate making a mistake like that, but then again, it's all part of the learning process. No fault of the soap. It's just trying to use that weird angle. What's up? Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I had a visitor. My dad came over. I guess my wife picked up some, like, groceries for him or some shit, and he came over to pick them up. I had to take a second. So, I dried off my face after that first pass. I still got that little nick right there from the first pass. And we're just going to pick up where we left off, get this against the grain pass in. Sorry about that. Let's hope I can mesh these videos together. I've never had to do that. Yeah. I know if anybody says anything, I know. Shouldn't be having visitors right now during these times and all that jazz. But I can tell... I can tell my wife one thing, she'll do another. I could tell my dad one thing, he'll do another. So, doesn't matter how responsible I am when the people around me are going to be irresponsible anyway. So, there's that. Plus, I'm out in the public at the post office dealing, I don't know, I'm exposed. I'm about as exposed as it gets, so I don't want to hear it. If you thought about saying something, I don't want to hear it. Alright. So, we still got some lather. If you want to dive into lather stability or lather holding up, like durability, we still got lather to work with. So that's Oleo for you. It's not one of those limp dick soaps that dissipates on you before the shave is done. I was away from the camera for probably 20 minutes. So, that's Oleo. That's, I mean, just one of the many reasons why I like Oleo Soapworks. I like pretty much all of the scent offerings that I own. I've never had to get rid of one. I've never regretted a purchase due to fragrance or performance or any other factor that you can dream up. I've been 100% satisfied with Oleo. Never let me down. At one point, and probably still to this day, my favorite Artisan, to be honest. Just gobs. Just gobs. You can't fix your face to bitch about that. Just gobs. Alright, it's a little bit sloppy, but I'm just trying to get all this goodness onto the face. Alright, let's get the second pass in. This COVID's kind of taken its toll on all the damn holidays. We briefly discussed Mother's Day. That's out the window. I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Got this damn virus. Can't hang out with our moms, can't hang out with our friends and family. Oh man, I just wish it would be over. Alright, let's finish this up. I was going to say I got to watch out for that, but I just drove right over it. I don't think it was too serious. Alright. Moving right along. Oleo, man. Top notch. Love this stuff. Love the scent. Just a badass product. Sorry about all the silence. Trying to be cautious. I already cut myself once, don't need to cut myself again. I already had a distraction. What else? You know, what else could, adversity-wise, could we face? Honestly, I should probably leave that alone. Over there, just because of that irritation that I got after overshaving with the supply injector. Now, I haven't kept track of how many shaves I've had on this, and I know Chris was kind of talking about kind of refreshing the edge before you send it out for a honing, maybe to eke out a couple more shaves. And then Anthony Esposito chimed in and said he's not really a fan of that. You know, he might as well just ride it until it's ready for a honing and send it out. I'm curious to know what some of your guys' methods are. Kind of the same. I'm in the same boat as Chris Bailey when it comes to all these wet shaving tips. About straight razor maintenance, and furthermore, strop maintenance. That's something I've been looking at my strop, and it's kind of looks a little dry, and I'm wondering if that's normal. I hang it, so you know it's not. It hangs straight, so I know that is one thing that they tell you to do. But I don't have any additional products for my strop, and I don't even know if there's anything needed. I could have swore I read somewhere that you just rub your hands on it before you strop, get some natural oils. So I've been doing that, but honestly, my strop looks a little bit dry, and I have no idea if that's normal or not. So somebody let me know about that, please. And then somebody let me know about, is there any tips that you could kind of eke out a couple more shaves before you have to send your straight in for some honing? Please let me know, and or let Chris Bailey know, and I'll get it from him. But it's something I'm kind of curious about. I'm surprised my straight razor has been going strong. Pleasantly surprised. The edge still feels comfortable. It doesn't feel tuggy or anything like that. I don't feel like I've put a whole hell of a lot of use on it. But I'm probably somewhere around 20 shaves, I would imagine. So, I don't know. How long do straight razors normally last? I don't think this one's stainless steel, but I could be wrong. I know that stainless steel tends to hold an edge longer than carbon steel, I believe. Then again, who the hell knows? I could be wrong. Alright, let's get some of this PAA Organism 46b. Let's get some of this sample. I do believe this is a bright scent. Not familiar with the scent notes, so we're going to go off the cuff here. And like I said when I used my other samples, this is not a droplet. This is not anything. It's really just a stick. More or less. Just a stick. So, we're just going to set that to the side and try to get some of this in the palm without going overboard, hopefully. Come on. There we go. Maybe just a hair over half. Oh, baby. What in the hell am I smelling? It smells like candy. What is this? It smells like lime, but then, wow, what is this? It has that same like salty aquatic, but then there's like, I don't know. How the hell do I describe that? It still has that salty aquatic. I pick up like familiarities to Don Luis, but then there's some sort of like candy-like sweetness. Not like pixie sticks. Fuck, I wish I remembered my different candies at this point. Not cotton candy. Maybe cotton candy. Who knows? I don't know. It's definitely unique. It has a candy-like element to it. Like a candy-like sweetness. But then it has like a salty aquatic in there as well. Man. It's layered. It's layered. And I enjoy it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah. I can't really say anything bad about that. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. I think that about do it for me. When these two videos either get Frankenstein together or not, maybe I'll have to scrap this whole damn thing. Who knows? But if I can patch them together, I have no idea how long this is going to go. So I should probably just wrap it up. Don Luis from Oleo Soapworks. Love this shit. Organism 46b from PAA. Good first impression. I definitely enjoyed that. Got my Lancaster bowl, my Lancaster brush, my Lancaster towel, and my vintage Kukri straight razor with the Osiris Bladeworks scales. Alright, that'll about do it for me, guys. Thank you for another shave. And thank you guys for watching my channel. I know, I should probably say it way more often, like the other channels do, and ask for subscriptions and all that bullshit. But really, just thank you for watching and commenting and all that shit. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? It gives me something fun to do, and it makes me feel closer and more attached to my audience and my community. So thank you guys. I don't say it every video, but just know that I think about it. You know what I mean? So cheers, guys. That's all for me.